Hey, I like to talk to all the good men and good women out there because there's still good men and there's still good women out there. I don't think they're on here. You know, the world, we can't believe anything we see. You can't believe anything you see on any of these formats. None of the news. AI's got so bad that you just. But now, if you can't tell something between AI and something, then you're lost anyway. You know, because now I'm on here talking, hey, there's no good women out there, but there are. I just don't think that they're on here. They get on here and they dance around and they put on there, would you have a cup of coffee with me? They got no intentions of having a cup of coffee with no Jack Flack anywhere. They're trying to get you to hit their thing so they can make money. You know, they're too scared. The world's mean. None of them's going to, they're not really going to have anything to do with you. You think that, either celebrities or any, you think that they would, it's not going to happen. So you people out there that think it is, you're barking up the wrong tree. And my suggestion is learn to be, if you have a family, keep your family at home. Learn to do things that's not involved in the public. Because if you're going out in the public and you're trying to do the things that you used to do, going on cruises, you can't do that no more. You can't trust a restaurant because they say the food's bad and you might be eating what we know. You can't trust the food in grocery stores no more. You just can't trust anything anymore. There's nobody or nothing you can trust. Keep your family. I'm not trying to say keep them locked up constantly, but do things where you don't have to involve other people. At least try to. Going camping is not an option no more. I wouldn't be out in the woods now for nothing. There's things out there. Don't. When I was growing up, when I was a kid, I never told nobody this, but one of the biggest things I always thought, I always knew I could do it. I still I know I could. I could be an actor. I always wanted to, because I could do it. But, there's no chance that's going to happen. Or you're sitting somewhere and for things that you wanted to do in your life that you wanted to become, everything you do now could kill you. My brother was a brake mechanic. It killed him. Brake dust killed him. I was a power plant worker for years. Breathed in all that inorganic cyanide. That's why my voice is like it is. Of course, I'm healthy as could be, but, that's because my guardian angels are with me. They don't have to go through a phone to find me. Bunch of idiots. I tell you. I urge you, teach your kids about what's going on in the world and not to trust any of it. And not to, you better jerk that phone away from them kids. You get them used to not having it now because you're creating a monster. They need a phone, but that calls. No internet, no bullshit. The world's done gone mean and bad, and we all know it. And for everything that's fake out there, there's something that ain't fake. Or that isn't fake, excuse my language. Just try to love your family. I'm not trying to say they're going to love you back. It's pretty bad, you got to watch every move you make. You got to watch your wife like a hawk. She might be talking to some other man on the phone. If you got a wife that won't hand you your phone and say, here, baby, go through it, and vice versa, Something's going on. Because this old cloudy ass bullshit, well, you should trust your woman not to go through her phone. No, that's because you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. That's why you don't want him in your phone, or vice versa. Maybe it's time somebody starts speaking up on some crap. I've stayed shut up for too long. I gave it a chance. More than a chance. Many chances. I gave it this life that they're shoveling in our... You know, I don't know what to tell you other than try not to get involved with all this that's going on here and all these people, and because they don't care about you. All they care is what they can make on here. They're lying to you. If it's meant, God will bring you the person that's real, or He won't. Either way it goes. Try to enjoy, men and women, try to enjoy your life and do what you do. You know, don't listen to somebody, you know, that don't care nothing about you. It's all about them. Oh my God, get rid of that person now. I don't care if you have to give her every damn thing, give him every damn thing and run. It's just so. And I'm fearing that, you know, I'm gonna start laying this thing down, and then I'll start being happy again. I'll start painting more again. I'll start enjoying what's left of the world, the green grass and the trees and the birds and the animals, because that's the only real thing out there. An animal is the only thing on earth now that is innocent. You know, if a tiger jumps out of the woods and eats your ass up and shits you out, he's not going to hell for it. He done the honest thing that he does. Because that's what he does. And he don't know any better. But man, it's evil. And how can you trust anything? How can you talk to anybody on here, and even a guy to another guy, and say, hey, let's get together and be buddies? Bullshit. They're going to try to rob you or something, man. Don't. It's the time has come to clam up and keep to yourself. You say, well, that ain't no life. Okay, well, go on out there and get yourself all wrapped up in the bullshit that's going off in the world. Do everything you can to avoid all that. Keep to yourself. Keep your family to yourself. If you got a good woman, if all she's doing is sticking on this phone, you ain't going to have her long. Because she's going to find somebody better than you. Or vice versa. It works the same way for men. Believe me, there's men out there that ain't worth a damn. Well, just don't feel bad because you feel like that you want to spend the rest of your life by yourself. You're young, you got the time to go through relationships and find, you know, and get your ass burned and then go back and try to find. But once you get so old, you don't have the time anymore. I don't have the time to fool with anything like that, or the energy to go out and do great things in the world anymore, you know, and I've done it all. Now I just want happiness. And yeah, I'd love to have the love of a woman, but I'm not going to find one that's going to love me for me. You know, and say you do find some woman or some man, you know, of course, if men really don't. Yeah, they do. They throw it up in women's face, I guess, when they're the ones that got all the money. You know, I do this and I do that, and what do? You know, because they're the breadwinner. You know, but I've seen these women on here that, how would you like me to be your sugar mama and give you an allowance every week? Oh, you mean you want a slave? You want somebody that you can look at and say, well, I pay for everything, I do for everything. They're going to make you feel like crap for the rest of your life. And that's what they're after. These women on here doing their little slut dance and all their stuff. Don't. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you can kiss my ass. Because you're all crooked. You know damn well you ain't out to get a good man. You're out to get you hit on the buttons. I don't have a bad attitude. I just tired of it, just sick of it, and probably gonna be a point that nobody gonna be able to talk to me on here anymore. Because I'm just gonna shut the damn thing off and go on with my life. Maybe I'll get lucky enough to meet somebody on the street that I'd rather find some homeless chick out on the street and have some kind of life with her than to put up with some woman that thinks that she is God's gift to humanity. Give me a break.